Hello. Hola. I don't know how to say it in either language, actually. Hello. I don't know. Anyway, but listen, what does it matter? We're speaking English because I'm English, and actually it's a pretty international language, which is just as well, because we in England are so lazy when it comes to learning other languages. Sometimes I'm ashamed, sometimes I'm not. Anyway, but aside from that, what I want to show you today is grids. Let's talk about grids. Not gridlock. No, hell no. See, we've got a grid on here. Look, we can turn that on and off. Look, because it doesn't matter whether it's on or off. Because I don't know what it's for. It's not like it's a set size or anything like that. You can change it. But anyway, same with this one. Let's put the grid on the chart. Control G. There you go, as if by magic. So the grid's appeared. Look at the size of this. At the moment, it's 14 pips. So let's zoom back. The same grid. It looks the same, doesn't it? But now it's 27 pips. And if we zoom right in as far as we can go. By the way, I'm zooming using the plus and minus key. On the numeric keypad, it's much quicker just to tap in and out, as you can see. And no doubt you've spent plenty of time going, oh, I'll look back a bit further. All right, okay, yeah. All right, so you look forward like that with plus and minus keys. Anyway, I've got the fat wicks on here, by the way, which is in another video, in case you're wondering why the wicks are so dark and big. Right, let's switch this grid off, because we're going to put our own on now. The grid that you'll get is going to be, as usual, in the download links. And to get to this location on the right, you just do File, Open Data Folder. I'm sure you know this. If you don't, you do now. And then once you get into there, you need to go into MQL4, Indicators, and then just copy all of these in. You'll probably only have the MQ4s. You won't have all of this because the X4s will be generated, but I don't know. I might even put them in. Now, look, so we just, I'm going to copy these, so, like so. And if you'll notice, we've got 10 lines, 12 and a half, 20, 25, 50, and then we've got the psycho number lines. By psycho, I don't mean absolutely crazy. What I mean is psychological, and they become psychological barriers. And I'll see if I can show you that in a chart. By the way, I don't hand select my charts. My charts are live. They're not like, I don't go and find a piece of chart from, you know, a year ago to try and make things fit the chart. This is how it is. So right, we'll get rid of these. And then we'll right click here and refresh in the indicator window. Yours is probably on the left. Oh, there they are. See, they're already back. Look, see. So the first thing I'm going to do is put the psycho lines on. Psycho number lines. There you go. Right. And you get these options. Now the inputs, you can have these every 50 pips or every 100 pips. I'm going to start with every 100. And these are the various styles you can have. Grid style, grid width. I've got it quite thick in this colour, and you'll see why. So here you are. This is the round number. And this is what they call these psychological for obvious reasons. I'll see if I can pull back, and you'll see where it's bounced off it every now and then. Oh, I couldn't get above it, couldn't get above it, couldn't break it. Finally, it's broken it. The chances are it'll bounce back up like this at some point. Who knows? Who knows? I'm currently short on this, so I don't need to bounce back until it gets there. Right, so you got that, and then you'll, if you look back, I mean, this is psychological. It'll get over them. It always does, but invariably, you see it's coming in. It's pulled back a bit to it there. Am I popping on the microphone? I'm sorry if I am. It's a new microphone I've got, and I'm not sure I've got it in the right position. And I'll try and be sorry, I'm messing with it. So anyway, so these are the round numbers. Now, what you can do with this is if you go to your indicators list, Control I, if you prefer, and you go to the psycho numbers. If you set it at 50 pips, these are like the 50 pip thresholds. On a smaller time frame, these will probably become more apparent. Let's see if we can pull back. So we've got them at 50 now. See here, we get a little bit of a nice bounce there. And you can see it's struggling to get below this 50 barrier. Eventually it does, and then it goes to the big round one. Can't get a bottle below it there. You can probably always expect a pullback. This is not me telling you how to trade, by the way. You're asking the wrong person if you want to know how to trade. Ask somebody who really knows. I'm still trying to figure it out. Anyway, so there's those. And then you've got this. If you zoom, let's go on a 15 minute. and it might even look a bit more apparent now, where it bounces off the big round numbers. Look, see. It just doesn't want to leave them, does it? You got about 1 million chances of getting in here for a long trade. And even this one here, look, big long trade there. I'm currently short on this, by the way. I did say that, didn't I? Sorry. Right, okay, here we go. So the other indicator we're going to have then is these lines. Now these lines are great because you never really know if you're trading on a smaller time frame. If you're a bit of a scalper, for example, you can see you've got your 50 line, but actually how much movement have we got on here? So if you put your 10 grid on, this is 10 lines. Same again, you can. I don't claim authorship of this, by the way. I just claim author of this bit, which is I've made it so you can do it. You can do it from inputs rather than have to edit the files all the while. If you want to change the color of your template and things like that. So decades above, this is how far up and down it will go. This is a 10 lines. I can't do a variable for these, unfortunately. So we'll put them on. So each one of these is 10 pips apart. That's never going to change, no matter how much you zoom in or how much you zoom out. And that's the beauty of this. And you'll notice 10 pips is a nice round number. But let's go and let's get rid of the 10 pips now. I want to show you the other lines. I'm going to run through these quickly. So we've got the 20 lines. And this is one that surprises me, how many times we hit the 20 lines. As you can see there. Invariably it will bounce off a 20 line. You will find plenty of bounces on the 20 lines. There, 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 there. See what I mean? So they're interesting, aren't they? They're more interesting than the 10 lines, but it depends what you're doing. Let's get rid of that. 20 lines. And then, of course, you've got the quarter century lines at 25. You notice these are thinner as well. And there's no label with these. See how these big round numbers have got labels on them. So we've got them now every 25 pips. I'm not sure this is as big visited as frequently, but it does bounce, I suppose, off it. No, it seems to be, well, yeah, there it is, bouncing there. It bounces there, but it's not what you call a big pullback. It doesn't go through and bounce back off it. It has bounced off it there, but it's not what I would call a proper bounce. And you're probably better off with the 20 grid for that kind of thing, it seems to be. I don't know, I'm still working on it. Like I said, I'm working it out. I'm working on it, and I'm sharing everything I'm learning or finding useful along the way with other people that think, other traders really. There aren't many of us about. Well, none of my friends trade, let's put it like that. So if you got that and you just wanted this to be 100 pip grid, so it's just the big round numbers, and you just fancied having these halfway marks as a thinner line, then that would be ideal as well, wouldn't it? Alright, that's probably about it really. I don't think I can waffle on about these, but they are really, it's a really simple thing, and you can do what you like about it really. If you look through the other videos, I've got oblong extender, which I've done, and I'm going to be releasing another video for that because I've since changed it where it will, it's a zone extender, where what it will do is it measures the width of the zone. So if you're drawing a zone, I can't do it on here because I haven't got the tool set up actually at the moment. This is another clean version of MT4. If you drew a zone in like an oblong, a rectangle, say from there, see if I can get you a rectangle. Hold on. See, we'll just add a rectangle there. So if I put a rectangle, say here, my other tool will extend it all the way across. But not only that, the new one I'm doing, it measures the width, the size of it. So it measures the depth of it in pips, and it puts it just there on the corner. So I'm going to do another video for that at some point, so keep your eye out for that. I suppose you could always subscribe, but I'm not really bothered if you don't, because I'm not charging you for it, am I? Let's face it. A pity really, I should perhaps charge a fortune. Anyway, I don't think I can talk any more about that. I could bore you forever probably about lots of other things. I've been to the dentist today, I've had my teeth done. While I was there, I popped into the showroom for BMW. I'm just considering getting a new i40. Trouble is, I can't think whether I should be getting beige leather interior, ivory, black or red.